Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Jason.
And I'm Julia. Thanks for joining us today. We're really excited about today's topic because it's something that can help you grow, not only in your English, but also in your personal life.
Yes, today we're talking about a powerful idea. Focus only on yourself and stay silent. Now, that might sound a little serious at first, but trust me, it's something that can really change your life in a positive way.
Exactly. This topic is about learning to stop wasting energy on things or people that don't help you. Instead, we'll talk about how you can protect your peace, focus on your goals, and grow faster by staying silent in the right moments.
And as always, we'll explain everything in simple, clear English. So even if you're a beginner, don't worry. You're going to understand and learn a lot today.
Plus, this topic is not just about personal growth. It also helps you become a better English learner. When you focus on yourself and stay away from noise and comparison, you learn faster and feel more confident.
Absolutely. And here's a quick quote to start us off. Silence isn't empty. It's full of answers.
That's beautiful. Sometimes staying silent is the best way to protect your mind, your time, and your energy.
So in today's episode, we'll break down what it means to focus only on yourself, why silence is powerful, how to deal with negative people, and how all of this helps you on your English learning journey.
Are you ready to dive in? Let's get started.
So Julia, let's begin with a big question. What does it really mean to focus only on yourself?
Great question, Jason. When we say focus on yourself, we don't mean to ignore other people or be selfish. It means to stop worrying about what others are doing and start putting your time and energy into improving your own life.
Yes, exactly. For example, instead of thinking, why is that person better than me? You can ask yourself, how can I get better today? That's focusing on yourself.
Right, and it also means not letting other people's opinions control your mood or your actions. If someone doesn't like what you're doing, but you know it's good for you, that's okay. Stay on your path.
I love that. It's like walking on your own road and not looking at everyone else's road. Because when you keep looking at others, you get distracted. And when you're distracted, you stop moving forward.
That's true in English learning too. Some people might learn faster, some might speak more fluently. But guess what? That doesn't matter. What matters is that you are improving at your own speed.
Yes. And when you focus only on yourself, you don't compare. You don't complain. You just grow, day by day.
Also, focusing on yourself means taking care of your mind and body. It means making time for rest, setting your own goals, and doing things that make you better, not bitter.
Can you give a simple example of that, Julia?
Sure. Let's say you see someone on social media speaking perfect English. Instead of feeling sad or thinking, I'll never be like that, you say to yourself, that's nice. Now let me go practice for 15 minutes today. That's real focus.
Yes, it's not about jealousy or comparing. It's about using your time wisely. Because every minute you spend thinking about others is a minute you could spend improving yourself.
Exactly. Focusing on yourself is a strong and positive thing. It's not selfish, it's smart, and it's peaceful.
So remember, friends, don't worry about other people's speed or success. Stay in your lane and keep moving forward. Your journey is your own.
And we're here to help you along the way. Keep listening, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep focusing on you.
Beautifully said. Now, let's move on and talk about something that goes hand in hand with this: the power of silence. Okay, Julia. Now let's talk about something that many people don't understand: the power of silence. Why do you think silence is so strong?
Great question, Jason. Many people think silence means weakness. But actually, silence is a sign of strength. When you stay silent, you're not ignoring the world. You're choosing peace over noise.
Yes, and in many situations, silence is more powerful than words. For example, when someone says something rude or negative, the best answer is often no answer at all.
Exactly. You don't need to react to everything. Silence shows control. It shows confidence. It means you are not letting others control your emotions.
Right. And sometimes silence helps you learn. When you are quiet, you can listen. You can watch. You can understand better.
That's true, Jason. For English learners, silence is also important. It gives you time to think before you speak. It helps you listen more carefully to how others use English.
Good point. I remember when I was learning another language, I used to just sit and listen. At first, I was quiet, but later, I spoke with more confidence. Silence helped me grow.
Yes, silence is like a seed. You plant it, you water it with patience, and later it grows into something strong, like clear thoughts, better words, and smarter actions.
Wow, I love that example. Also, when you stay silent, people start to respect you more. Why? Because they know you don't speak just to speak. You speak with meaning.
That's right. Some people talk too much without thinking. But when you stay silent, people notice you more. Your words become powerful when you use them less.
So friends, don't be afraid of silence. Use it as your superpower. When you feel angry, stay silent. When you feel hurt, stay silent. Let your silence speak louder than your words.
And while you stay silent, focus on yourself. Grow in silence. Learn in silence. Improve in silence.
Exactly. Because sometimes silence is not empty. It's full of strength, growth, and wisdom.
Beautifully said, Jason. Okay, now that we've talked about focusing on yourself and the power of silence, let's go a little deeper.
Yes. Coming up next, why you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. All right, Julia. So far, we've talked about why silence is powerful. But let's make it more practical. Let's give our listeners real-life examples of when it's better to stay silent.
Great idea. Let's start with this one. When someone is trying to argue with you, if someone is angry and wants to fight with words, staying silent is often the best choice. Arguing back only adds more fire.
That's so true. Silence can stop the fight before it even begins. Here's another one. When someone criticizes you without reason. Sometimes people just want to bring you down. But if you know the truth, you don't have to explain or defend yourself. Just stay silent and keep going.
Yes, silence in that moment shows maturity. Here's a good one too. When you're feeling very emotional. If you're really sad, angry, or upset, it's better to stay silent until your mind is calm. Because when we speak in emotion, we often say things we later regret.
Absolutely. Speaking when you're angry can break relationships. But silence gives you time to think clearly. Another good time to stay silent is when you're around negative people. People who gossip or complain too much.
Oh yes, gossip and complaining don't help anyone. If someone starts talking badly about others, it's better to stay quiet or just walk away. Don't join the negativity.
Here's one more. When you don't know what to say. And that's okay. Sometimes we feel pressure to speak, even if we don't have the right words. But silence is better than saying something wrong or meaningless.
Exactly. Silence gives you power. It gives you space. It helps you choose the right words at the right time. And in all these situations, silence is not weakness. It's wisdom.
So remember, friends, you don't always have to respond. You don't always have to explain. You don't always have to react. Sometimes your silence says everything.
That's a beautiful truth. Now let's talk about something we all struggle with. How to deal with people who don't support you.
Now, Julia, let's talk about something very positive. The benefits of focusing on yourself. When you stop worrying about others and start working on yourself, amazing things can happen.
Absolutely. The first benefit is peace of mind. When you focus on yourself, you stop comparing your life to others. And that brings peace. You feel calmer because you're not thinking, I should be like them.
Yes, that's so important. Another benefit is personal growth. When you put your energy into your own goals, your skills improve faster. You become stronger, mentally, physically, and emotionally.
And focusing on yourself also gives you confidence. When you know your value, you don't need approval from others. You believe in your own path, even if others don't understand it.
That's a powerful feeling, Julia. And here's another one, better decisions. When you're focused on yourself, you listen to your own needs. You stop making choices to please other people. And you do what's right for you.
Exactly. And you also build stronger habits. Maybe you start waking up earlier, reading more, eating better, or practicing English every day. These small actions make a big difference over time.
Yes, it's like planting seeds in your own garden instead of staring at someone else's flowers. When you focus on your garden, it grows beautifully.
What a great example, Jason. And one more benefit, you feel more happiness, because you're not living for others. You're living for yourself with purpose and passion.
So friends, if you truly want to grow and feel happy, don't waste your time watching other people's lives. Focus on your own journey. Build your own future. And celebrate your own progress.
That's right, because the best project you'll ever work on is you.
Beautifully said. And now that we know the benefits, let's talk about how to stay strong when others don't support you. All right, Julia. Now let's talk about something that many people do without even thinking, comparing themselves with others. And honestly, it can be very harmful.
Yes, Jason, it's one of the biggest reasons why people feel unhappy. When we compare ourselves with others, we focus on what we don't have instead of being thankful for what we do have.
That's true. We see someone who speaks better English, or who has more money, or who looks more successful, and we start thinking, I'm not good enough.
Exactly. But here's the truth, everyone is on a different journey. You don't know their full story. Maybe they struggled for years to get where they are. Maybe they have problems you can't see.
Yes, and when you compare, you lose your focus. Instead of working on your goals, you waste time feeling bad about yourself.
Right. And it also takes away your joy. You forget to celebrate your small wins. You forget how far you've already come.
That's a big problem. Because growth takes time. And if you keep looking at others, you'll miss your own progress.
So true. It's like running a race while always looking at someone else's lane. You will trip. You will fall. Because you're not watching where you are going.
Great example. The only person you should compare yourself with is the person you were yesterday.
Yes, if you're doing better than yesterday, even just a little bit, then you're winning. That's real success.
So friends, remember this. Don't compare. Don't copy. Just grow. Your journey is special, and you are enough just as you are.
Beautifully said, Jason. And now let's talk about something even more powerful, how focusing on yourself helps you become emotionally strong.
So Julia, we've talked about why focusing on yourself is important. But let's make it practical. How can someone practice self-focus in their daily life?
Great question, Jason. Let's start with this simple habit. Start your day with yourself. Before checking your phone or social media, take 5 or 10 minutes just for you. You can stretch, breathe, write in a journal, or say something positive to yourself.
Yes, I love that. A calm morning creates a focused day. Another way is to set daily goals. They don't have to be big. Just write 2 or 3 small things you want to do. For example, practice English for 15 minutes, or go for a short walk.
Exactly. Small goals keep your attention on your own life, not other people's. Also, try to take breaks from social media. Too much scrolling makes us compare and feel bad. But when you take time away from it, your mind becomes more clear.
That's a good tip. And here's another idea. Spend time doing what you enjoy. Maybe you love reading, cooking, painting, or learning something new. When you do what makes you happy, you feel more connected to yourself.
Yes, that's self-love. Also, it helps to say no to things that don't serve your growth. If something wastes your energy or time, it's okay to walk away.
Well said. Focus is about protecting your time, your energy, and your peace. And even just taking a few minutes to breathe deeply and reflect on your day can make a big difference.
So friends, don't wait for a perfect moment to focus on yourself. Do it in small ways every day. That's how you build a strong, peaceful life, one step at a time.
And now that we've talked about daily habits, let's go deeper into the mind. Coming up next, we'll discuss mind your own business, why it's okay not to know everything about others. Julia, sometimes it's easy to stay silent, but during conflict or when someone is negative, it's much harder. How can people stay calm and silent in those moments?
That's a great question, Jason. First, we must understand this silence is not weakness. Sometimes silence shows strength and control. It gives you time to think before you react.
Exactly. When someone is angry or rude, you don't have to respond right away. Take a deep breath and stay calm. You don't have to join their anger.
Right. Think of silence like a shield. It protects your peace. It stops things from getting worse. If you speak in anger, you might say something you'll regret.
Yes, and in many situations, silence shows maturity. People may expect you to argue or fight back, but when you stay quiet, you show self-respect and wisdom.
Another helpful tip, listen carefully instead of speaking quickly. Sometimes when you truly listen, you understand the other person better. And maybe the conflict doesn't need a loud answer. It needs quiet understanding.
That's true. And if the person keeps being negative, just walk away. Your silence speaks louder than shouting ever could.
Yes, silence helps you stay in control. It helps you respond later with kindness or with a smart decision, not with emotion.
So friends, when conflict comes, ask yourself, will speaking help? Or will silence protect my peace? Most of the time, silence is the stronger choice.
Very true. And next, we'll talk about something powerful, why you don't need to explain your life or choices to anyone.
All right, Julia, now let's bring today's topic into English learning. How can silence and focus help someone learn English better?
Great question, Jason. Many people don't realize this, but silence can be a powerful learning tool. When you turn off the noise around you, TV, phone, distractions, you can really concentrate.
Yes, and focus is key. If you give just 15 or 20 minutes of quiet, focused study every day, you'll see real progress. No multitasking, just you and the language.
Exactly. For example, when listening to an English podcast, try to sit quietly and listen with full attention. Don't just play it in the background. Let your brain hear every word.
And if you're reading or practicing speaking, give your full focus. That's when learning becomes stronger. You understand more and remember better.
Also, take time to reflect in silence after learning. Think about what you learned today. Maybe write 1 or 2 new words in a notebook. That small, silent habit helps your brain grow.
So, friends, remember you don't always need noise to learn. Sometimes the best learning happens in silence, with full focus and a clear mind.
Beautifully said, Jason. Now let's wrap up today's talk with some final thoughts and a message to our listeners.
So, friends, remember this: you don't have to please everyone. You don't have to explain everything. You just need to grow, quietly and truly.
Yes, focus on yourself, stay silent when needed, and trust that your journey is special, even if no one sees it right now.
Step by step, day by day, you are getting better. Just keep going.
We believe in you. Stay strong, stay focused, and never stop learning.
Thanks for listening to the English Learning Podcast. We'll see you in the next episode.
Take care and keep shining.